Okay, so he's over in this direction.
They fought like two cats in a bag, and now they're together.
Oh, not far, actually. What? Did we put a custom marker here? I don't remember doing that. It's right in the middle. Yeah, the game did that for us. Now we go into LA Noire music. Got several things to investigate here.
Bread's really stale. Been here a while.
Very suspicious. Stale bread.
Blanket was laid out here.
Don't trust it for a second. That I just saw like a rat scurrying that direction. Maybe. Might have just been the way the plants were blown in the wind there. This looks important.
Footprints. 2 sets.
2 sets. You say? Okay, then. Where doth they lead? Me guesses? Next to that cave entrance that we found recently. Ooh. What is this, though? They branch off? This claw mark.
Marks. Straight. Dull. Perfect for digging.
Okay, follow the monster tracks. These are the monster's tracks? Oh, yeah.
Large, deep tracks.
Okay. And this?
Piece of carapace. Horned gray shell.
A raucous?
Something walked through here. Big bastard with a heavy tail.
I thought these were all... Oh. I thought these were all the same footprints as before, but absolutely not, so... Yes, worth investigating them more thoroughly.
A foot. Been gnawed on. Not good.
Okay. Examine this. Is this qualify
Blood.
something new?
Human. Blood. Human.
Yes. That much is clear. This can we... Oh, examine?
Man's footprints lead
That's-
here.
Okay. Suppose that is actually a little bit different from what we were hearing before. We examine this splotch? Apparently not. Just an extension of... Okay, so we know there's this... I mean, this is not as big as I was expecting the monster to be. The footprints, at least. That looks bigger. Whatever that was.
Felled trees. As if something rolled over them. So is shale mar.
Ah, called it.
They dig tunnels and move like that.
Okay. And... does appear as though we are headed in the general direction of... Ah! Not the cave that we saw, but one very close to it.
Entrance. Let's see if this witcher left any tracks.
Oh? So are they one and the same here?
Trail leads to that cave.
It does seem like all this stuff is basically in exactly the same spot. Now that's the Witcher stuff. Oh, so the human footprints were for the Witcher, maybe? And then the monsters, well, over here? Yeah, so focus on the monster first, because we actually have 2 sets of tracks on this occasion. Well, that was actually, yeah. This was the one for the Witcher contract then, I suppose? Or rather, for the Witcher diagram. Yeah, where do the other ones go then? We only followed one of the two human footprints. Okay. Let's see where those split up. I mean, I can guess. But here they split, it looks like. Except Geralt does not have anything to say about that. Huh? How they just disappear? I went too far and Geralt doesn't comment on it. Go closer? Now he does? Or does that just mean, like, we went in the other direction and now he doesn't comment on it for that reason? Because, like, footprints lead down here, but then they end. Unless Geralt has something to say here, and this is kind of a dead end. Unless this is actually the origin of the footprints, but we know that the footprints came from that spot that we began our search. We went too far in the quest. Okay. Gotcha. Oh, so did we accidentally skip some stuff by doing that? I mean, like, follow the footprints. Maybe it was technically the wrong footprints, but there were two sets of footprints that were available to us, and we followed one of them, and apparently that meant that we, skipped stuff, which feels, like, what was that supposed to do? There's a 50-50 chance that was gonna happen. So, is all lost here? We might have actually messed something up more significant. This might have actually been a consequential thing that transpired. Because that doesn't feel good to me. Because, like, that was pretty reasonable for us to follow one of the set of footprints. Sure, there happened to be, like, actually 3 sets of tracks, ultimately. One that went off in the other direction that we didn't follow. Then the one that we did follow went and split again, and we followed those. And that was not an unreasonable thing to do. So for us to be punished for having done that feels not good.
Like a pitchfork in a dung pile.
The monster is still fine, but we might have missed out on other story components because of that. Out of curiosity. Where is our most recent save? It is from 4 minutes ago. This looks like it's right outside the Witcher diagram cave. Whereas this one might be at just about the right time if we wanted to rewind a little bit. Which I don't know if we feel like that's important enough that that's worth doing at this stage. Obviously, I don't know how much we missed out on here. So I cannot say definitively other than, I mean, from what it sounds like, we can still fight the monster, but we're missing out on some of the plot-related things, and I don't really know how significant those plot-related things are. And if that's like, we're missing out on the crucial component of the quest, then, maybe it does make sense to reset. If it's like, very minor stuff, then maybe so be it. We shrug it off, say, oh well, and move on. It's possible it will all work, but can't quite be sure. That doesn't sound good. That sounds like we may have broken the quest because we accidentally went in the wrong direction first. Which displeases me, because, as I stated previously, that is not unreasonable of us to have gone in the direction that we went in, and yet we are now potentially missing out on significant portions of the quest for having done so. Which feels unjust that we would be punished for that having happened. So let's try loading here. Previous save. We do have, I think this is basically the one from having completed our chat with those people after having gone through the tunnels. This one is still up above ground after that, which, I mean, I can see from the little preview that we were investigating some footprints, but I don't recall. I think this might be the stuff that is like right around the footprints, so I think this is good. Yeah, maybe not crucial, but story. Okay. I guess, again, like, there's no way for me to know, like, how significant that was, but at least the implications, or that the hints you were giving me there seem to suggest that it was fairly important, or at least significant enough that it is worth trying to give this another shot. So, like, here, it breaks off in two directions. Last time, we went that way, right? And then, so does that mean this time we need to go this way? Is this the fork in the road that looks like it shouldn't matter which way you go, but it actually does? Start right. You can't see, but I'm shaking my head.
Track split. Woman turned back here. Man kept going. Trail ends here. Looks like she went back to the manor.
Okay. So now we know the woman went back to the manor, and so we suspect that the man was this Jean-Luc guy, right? But do we know who the woman was? Because I suspect the woman is that person that we were just talking to at the actual estate. And it sounded like she was kind of suggesting that she had perhaps some romantic interest in this person. Yeah, so was that it for this stuff? Over there? It appears as though that is the case. Although, given how things apparently broke last time. That's all? Okay. So maybe, that information, that context will be helpful later on. So this is where we saw, these
Man's
tracks
footprints
here.
right here.
And then we've got a man, and then we've got the signs of the Shalimar.
Blood. Human. Blood.
Okay.
Human.
Yes, I did not reinvestigate that, although Geralt insists on telling us that it is human blood. And there's the scratch on the stone. I mean, I'm gonna continue to investigate this stuff because I assume that there's... I mean, we also don't have the entry on this yet.
Deep tracks.
Now we have that.
Piece of carapace. Horned gray shell.
This. Claw marks.
Claw marks.
Straight. Dull.
Dull. Perfect for digging.
And then this is where it goes. It must be a
Without
Shalimar.
trees, as if something rolled over them. So is Shalimar. Only they dig tunnels and move like that.
So if it's feeding on Kikimores, this must be humongous. So this goes around over here. This is the one we're supposed to follow now. This one goes to the other entrance.
Cave entrance. Let's see if this Witcher left any tracks.
Shalimar tracks go into the Witcher contract spot. What? Or the Witcher diagram spot. What? But the The other one, this, tells us to go behind us. To follow the tracks.
Trail leads to that cave.
No, perhaps not. Maybe it was that deer. It's looking at us funny. Yeah, I thought I saw previously that there was this cave entrance, and then there were the circles for the actual contract were back in this direction. So I was like, I thought this was just for the diagrams, and then the actual contract was over that way. They do overlap? Okay. So. We have fought Shalimars before. They are, however, quite difficult, or at least can be. It is very much sort of a boom or bust. Actually, just double checking if we did that. We have not. But it's very high risk, high reward. In that, if you successfully distract them, then you can deal a lot of damage to them very quickly. If you fail in doing that, then it is quite the opposite. This looks like this is going to be the Witcher contract spot, or which I keep on Witcher diagram versus Witcher contract. This is going to be the Witcher diagram spot. I think. Runestone's got a stampede above us, apparently. And this. Oh? Perhaps not. A warning. Warning. Buildings around here have been collapsing because of monsters dug tunnels all over the place. Not sure yet what kind of beast it is. Don't come after me. And don't wipe my symbols off the walls, because I need them to find my way out. Junod of Belhaven.
Left his school symbol on the wall. Clever. Gotta keep a lookout for more.
Okay. I don't think we've seen any of that yet. But we'll take the gold. Oh! I was gonna say... Oh, centipedes? I was gonna say, we found the, the mark. I would like to place a yurt. Thank you. You did not care about the yurt. You were apparently just outside the yurt. This was unfortunate. I'd like for you to actually show up in the radius of this yurt. Preferably. Where'd you go? You did not do that. You went further away. Please cooperate. I mean, our Yurden is gone now, but that will change. There are multiple of them. What? We got it in the Yurden, and then it ran away. Rude. Very rude, I must say. There we go. No. Other side. Other side. Come on. Hit it. Oh my goodness, Geralt. Okay, well, missed opportunity. That is frustrating. And they're like, they are very elusive. They don't go into your Yurden. And then when they do, you still have to hit them from the right angle, which I tried to do, obviously, but then missed. And then by the time I ran around to actually make it happen, there's no longer Yurden, like here. Very slow when we're in combat mode. There we go. Okay, so one down. This one will, wow, clobber us. Not Axie. Yurden. Oh, we don't have the stamina. There we go. Got you. Okay. Took care of them. This one as well. Oh, actually, that's something else. It's a bunch of gold stuff that happens to be right next to the centipede. Okay. I suppose we'll take that too. Oh, even more. Pass on the rotting flesh, though. No, thank you. Okay, I think that's it for here at the moment. More signs of the Shalimar.
Claw marks. Straight, dull, perfect for digging.
Really? I couldn't have guessed.
More symbols. Where are you gonna lead me?
Okay. Well, or the Shalimar, potentially. Unless you went off in a slightly different direction. I think we know what we're going to say about those claw marks. Okay. Oh.
Shalimar's close.
Might be right down there, however... Oh, what do we have here? I'm not sure. Not sure what we are technically fighting right now. Might even be the Shalimar. Kind of hoping that whatever it is goes far enough away that we can exit combat mode and then loot this stuff, but I'm not sure that's happening. Oh, except it is. Sick of thorns would be on our way. Oh, hold on, back to combat mode. Kinda, sorta, but not exactly. Or this might technically be a way out. I don't know. We did also level up at some point, apparently. Potentially a while ago. But that does mean we have a skill point to spare here. And I think that does mean that we'll further increase refreshment up to 15% maximum vitality recovered whenever we imbibe a potion, because we are getting those potions imbibed whenever we inflict a status effect. So that could prove helpful here. Okay, and now are we gonna finally see what it is that's trying to pick a fight with us? It is more centipedes. I might have known. I wish we had Yurden. We do not yet have Yurden back. We do now. We'll get to this time. There we go.
Dead end. Except, looks like there might be something down there.
Oh? I didn't even realize I was interacting with something. But presumably that was a reference to either the Shalimar or the Witcher diagram. I mean, that looks like a big boss arena, right? But what's this?
Must be the corpse of the Witcher from the School of the Bear.
Yikes. Oh, well. Speaking of diagrams, that's a lot of them. And we just got an achievement, which may have in fact been for getting the last of those diagrams. Darn it. Should never have taken this contract. Still not sure what sort of monster I'm up against. Worried I won't be able to prepare properly. Stupid of me to bet on the coin I set aside for armor. Elves just love squeezing folk of their last copper, and those skin flints at Tufo aren't any better. But no point feeling sorry for myself, and no point going back until I get full set of gear. Well, as long as you're sinking, might as well walk to the bottom. Might as well walk on the bottom. I'll find a way.
You should have never taken this risk. Must have really wanted the armor. I can probably make really good use of these diagrams.
So is that all of the Bear School diagrams? This is the only place for them? It was a lot, it seemed like. Yeah, that it was. So every last Witcher diagram now acquired. What is this?
Shalimar droppings.
Oh.
Grubs that feed on them are delicacy to giant centipedes. Dead end.
Okay, thank you, Geralt. That's kind of why I went there first. Okay, more claw marks. Dead end. Didn't say it that time. So, this is definitely our spot. Okay. And now that we know it's a Shalimar, we can do some things in anticipation. Shalimars are relics. Let's put this oil on. Also, just take a quick look at the state of durability on things. Looks fine. Okay, Shalimars, we can use potions against them, unlike the Kikimor queen or warrior that we might have been expecting a while back. So that means I'm thinking, we go prioritize offense or defense here. We have Succubus Decoction for the attack power. We have the Ekimar Decoction for the vitality drain. I mean, like I was saying before, I think the Shalimar's thing is, if you mess up, they're gonna hit you, and they're gonna hit you really hard. However, if you do it well, then you do have a pretty decent window to deal a bunch of damage. Let's get rid of the Dimeridium, because I think that Samum is technically the explosive we're supposed to use. Do we have an entry for this one? Something new on their Elementa? Not sure what that was, but relics, we did read up on golems a little while back, so maybe. But I think it's going to be down here. Not this Shalimar. Shalimars in general. Is that it? Now, the monster of Tufo. Imagine a creature that kills men, feeds on Kikimor eggs, and digs underground tunnels so wide they'd fit the Emperor of Nilfgaard's coronation carriage along with a team of 6 horses. Now imagine this creature digs with such force, the earth quakes, and the houses above tremble and collapse. Noting these symptoms, Geralt was at first unsure of what sort of a beast he could be dealing with, knowing only that he needed to be very, very careful. Only after he carefully examined the monster's tracks did he realize it had to be an aged female Shalimar. So yeah, it's a Saman, Relic Oil, and Ard. I did not remember Ard. Huh. Interesting. Because the key thing is you throw the explosive at the wall. Since they're blind, they chase after that, crash into it, get stunned, and you wail away at them while you can. But I wonder if you can get a similar stun effect with the Ard, in which case that could be very effective. So. Definitely that. And I'm pretty sure we saved. Pretty sure we saved, but just in case. Here goes nothing. Probably the strongest enemy we're going to fought at this stage. A dramatic entrance. Yes, but are you actually going to show up? Hello? 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 Oh, Shalimar. My nose is itchy. Please wait just a moment.
Shalimar's lair. Gotta be. Drags its victims here. Pretty fresh, some of them. Gonna have to brew some bait.
Oh.
The blood of a recent victim and some of the mushrooms that grow here.
Okay, at least we can summon it on our terms. That's good to know. Also, dragon scales? Sure. Random human with dragon scales is a little odd. Human has no good stuff, but this stuff is good stuff, except when it encumbers us, in which case it's not good stuff. Drop it. I don't want it anymore. Drop it like it is You know what the last word is going to be. I'm sorry, Snoop Dogg. Okay. Is that it in terms of general looty stuff? And a copper? I think so. I think we now prep to engage. That means recent
Highly decayed,
victim.
partly eaten. Been lying here a while.
So, is that not good enough? Oh.
Fresh corpse. Must be Jean-Luc.
Oh.
Crushed ribs, cracked skull. Shalmar did this. No two ways about it.
Yeah, see, I wish that the fresh human blood was not, like, in this base. You know, as if, like, you're able to specifically prep for that. Okay, brew the Shalmar bait, you'd say. We actually have, like, a recipe for it? It's actually, something we make here? Oh, I didn't mean to do that. Apparently we now have an extra black dye. Shalmar bait, yep. Oh, and it's suet mushrooms? Yeah. I was waiting to see if there were any mushrooms for it to pick up. No, we have plenty of those already.
Gotta spill it within the lair, somewhere near an air current, so the scent spreads throughout the cave.
Oh, one moment. Somewhere near an air current, like, say, that? That's not really right spot, I don't think. Oh, also, yoink. Air current, you say? I mean, I was looking for, like, a tunnel. Felt like it would, you know, go to the surface. There's one over... There's some air over there. Yep. Right here-ish. I mean, quest marker says this works. Do we just, do this?
Ugh, that stench.
Something near Jean-Luc that we might have missed? Did we end up getting it? Or is it still there? This. Silver pendant. Ah, yep.
Silver pendant. A lock of hair inside. Same color as Madame de Bourbeau's.
Yeah, I thought as much. I thought as much. Okay. Hypothesis confirmed, I do believe. Okay, so it looks like we need to get all these. This is the last one? No, there's more over here as well. Be good to know when we're actually about to summon it. There's a couple more over here. Interesting, we can tell either the husband or the wife, but we can't tell both. I'll have to ponder that one. I mean, the wife knows, obviously. Okay, here's the last one. Should have probably preemptively quenned. Cannot do that now.
Shalmar will be here any minute.
Yup. At it shall. Probably should have saved right before this. This is the part where we actually want to save. Oh! That's a big red Shalmar. Now remember, it can't see us. It can't see us. Don't panic. Take your time.
Show me your claws.
Yo, don't say that. Can't. Oh, it can hit us, though. It can absolutely still hit us. Except then it just crashed into the wall of its own accord. Thank you, Shalmar. Please go this. Oh, it crashed in again. Why can't we use Sammy right now? It's all grayed out, and I don't know why. It is bleeding for a lot of damage here. It's gonna do its crazy spinny thing. Okay, now we can. For whatever reason, we weren't able to before. Yes, when while we're at it, and those rocks falling from the ceiling actually hurt us. Oh, well, thank you for going the wrong way.
Just gotta chop off its head.
That was easy.
Get my reward.
For a big Shalmar, it did kind of just randomly crash into the walls on at least 2, if not 3 occasions, so that made things a lot easier. Amy and the Shalmar trophy. We can actually give the locket to the wife. Okay. I imagine we probably auto-equipped the Shalmar trophy because that tends to be what happens. But I doubt it's as good as our King of the Swineherd's crown. It is objectively 3 times worse, in fact. Wait, what? Oh. The trophy that we have equipped does not affect our weight. But the one that we have in our inventory obviously does. So actually, by switching things around, we become encumbered. Strange. You can probably drop just like a pair of gloves, or alternatively, depending on how patient we're feeling, we can deliberately also double down and take the chest plate here, and then very much being covered, and then try to walk out. But, what's that? Oh, those are the dead dudes. I don't think there's a shortcut out of here. Despite... Is there, though? Can we get out this way? Oh, what is this? Scent? Huh? Oh! Can we, like, see where the Shalmar came from, technically? Maybe this is a shortcut. Can we climb that? Yes. Can we get out this way, though? Perhaps not. Indeed. Perhaps not. Dead end. Okay, so in that case, false alarm. And it also looks like there could potentially be something up here. I mean, these are all just like potential ways in which the Shalmar could come through here. Now, this might be a way out, given how the quest marker is pointing us over here. And this would be a faster way out, I think. Maybe? Maybe this is where we came from. Yeah, on second thought, this is where we came from. Okay. So if we don't tell the husband, we can give her the locket. But does she deserve the locket? Okay, so we're out now. And we can now hop back on Roach. And we are heading back over there. So let's do that. Roach, if you could just, like, not stand in that one place where we can't actually get up. There we go.
Run, Roach.
Okay, so we head back now, and we think about if we want to inform either the husband or the wife as to the whole part that we, well, figured out the whole affair thing.
Go. Take it easy.
And was this also the guy who was a real pain in the butt to us when we were negotiating the contract? It's lower down, actually. Where is he then? He's still down in the cellar? Might be. Bet he is. Bet he is. The quest doesn't point us to the wife if we want to go find the wife. Well.
The wall. Fix it by the end of the day.
What is this? Put in your work schedule? I think we've seen this. So my first thought was that I would prefer to inform the husband that, there was this affair that's happened. Like, she knows. Obviously, she knows that she did it. The only thing that happens if we tell her is we basically let her know that we figured her out. But, I think that doesn't really matter much. I think it's more important that her husband knows that she had an affair. Now, the whole part where her husband is a real pain in the butt, does that make it a little more of a gray area as to whether we would still feel so inclined to inform him? Maybe a little bit, but should it? Probably technically shouldn't. Okay. I think my preference is to tell the husband for that reason. I understand that there are additional things that may happen if you are to inform the wife, but for the reasons previously stated, namely that I think it is more important that he understand that his wife was basically cheating on him. I feel as though I would prefer to inform him rather than inform her.
Monsieur de Bourbeau, can we talk?
Even if he's a pain in the butt.
You'd best be bearing good news.
Yes and no. This, yes.
This Jean-Luc, he did have a silver pendant. Kept a lock of Madame de Bourbeau's hair in it, matter of fact.
What? But how could she? To be unfaithful to me? A lord and heir with a plow-spawned peasant? Oh, she shall pay for this.
Don't doubt that. But mind paying me first? For services beyond the scope of the contract?
There. It'll come out of her dowry.
Just 100 crowns? Oh, did we make this guy mad at us? We might have made this guy mad at us when we were negotiating the price. Or is that... Oh, no, that's on top of the actual negotiated contract price. Okay. Yes, the monster's also
The
dead.
beast that was giving you trouble. It was a Shelmar.
Shelma? Whatever could that be?
Kinda like a cross between a mole and a caterpillar. Just big as a barn.
Yeah, just about, 10 orders of magnitude bigger than that.
Well, Master Witcher.
Also, what is that in the
made a
corner?
poor first impression, but ultimately proved your worth. There. Your reward. Now, forgive me. I must speak to my wife.
Folks say some large armored foe
Okay.
beneath the foundations. It's why things
Mission
are
complete.
toppling.
A blind giant.
And what was, I believe, our highest level quest there, and that means that at this rate, we have no Witcher contracts remaining. I think we are done with those for the rest of the game, perhaps? Follow him? Can we?
Beyond and all about.
We are encumbered, so that's easier said than done. But I will attempt to do so.
I do what they paid me to do. That's it.
Just, casually sneak behind him. Is that her right there? It might be.
Precisely what hour to pack your things. I will not be played for a fool. You know exactly why. Now go, get to it.
Yeah.
I knew this place was no good for me.
I mean, you did it to yourself. If you couldn't handle the consequences, you shouldn't have done it in the first place. Okay, so that means that, like I was saying, we have now, I believe, finished the highest level quest and perhaps the final Witcher contract of the game, dare I say. I mean, I don't really think we're gonna run into any more, given how we explored just about everywhere, or at least we've gotten all to the notice boards, and I mean, that's generally where we hear about those Witcher contracts. So, for that reason, we are starting to run low on things to do here. There's not much left.